Hello, I'm Mrs. Walker. I'm the Ocelot class teacher. I'm very much looking forward to meeting all of you and your lovely children in person. Welcome to Ocelot class. At the time of recording this, all the information is accurate, but if anything were to change, then we will let you know as soon as we can. In your packs that we sent home, you will have pictures of myself and of our classroom, of the outside area and the main areas around the whole school. These can be shared with your child to let them see who we are and the areas we'll be learning in. These are especially useful if your child is feeling anxious about starting with us, and they will then hopefully have a chance to see the classroom on transition day. So, on the first day, as mentioned in your letters, we are planning a staggered start to school with half the class attending every morning and the other half in the afternoon for the first week. Please could you come to the Ocelot gate, which is near the hall, where a member of the Ocelot team will be waiting for you. When you come and pick up your child from the morning sessions, we will exit the gate near the shed in the playground. Don't worry, we will have someone there showing you where to pick up from, and that will be for the first couple of weeks. This avoids the playground where the rest of the school will be playing during the school day. When picking up your child at the end of the school day, please pick them up from the gate by the hall if you're the second session. Routines. So we try to embed routines right from the very start, and these will continue throughout the year. So once your children start full-time, they'll be used to many routines. So we will arrive at 8:30 till 8:45, and your child will complete a Funky Fingers activity during this time. Children often independently find their own name to self-register, and they hang up their coats and they go and find their own trays and put their reading books into the book boxes to be changed. Water bottles are always placed in a tray in the cloakroom area. We have regular snack time, we have daily worships, and afternoon time we have a nice little bit of quiet where we reflect on the day and our learning, and it's just a little bit of quiet time. So if the guidance allows, you are very welcome to come in with your child on the first day to help them settle. After this, please try to say goodbye at the gate or the door to help encourage your child to come into the classroom independently. It never ceases to amaze us with how well they do this at such an early stage. So, beginning our learning journey in Ocelot class is all about developing independence, social skills, curiosity, and a real love of learning. So we get to know your child very quickly through lots of talk and observing them in the classroom environment. So we provide opportunities to develop key skills. We have fine motor control, so lots and lots of small movements through daily activities such as Funky Fingers, which is what I mentioned earlier. That's lots of Lego, lots of pegboards, and we also have lots of gross motor control movements, where lots of big movements through music and movement, and big construction activities, and lots of chalk work outside in the playground. They will explore a wide curriculum, following the children's interests and developing the whole child. So in the early stages, they will learn to read and write their name, and they will learn to change for PE independently, if guidance allows again. They will form relationships, and they will select materials for themselves to aid learning. In Ocelot class, we have very high expectations. We use a golden sun and sad cloud behaviour strategy, and the children become really excited if their name is on the golden sun at the end of the day, which means they get a star, and when they reach 10 stars they receive a head teacher award and they get a dip in the box, and that means that they get a small gift that they can bring home. It works really well, and the children they get so excited about this. We work really closely with you as families to promote good behaviour and regularly communicate if needed. We write a class charter at the beginning of when they start school, so that everyone is aware of the behaviour expectations and everyone agrees to this. So in the first week, children will come home with a reading record book, a reading book and some flashcards. Can you please bring these into school every day? And part of routines will be children putting those books into the boxes ready to be changed. We'll be holding a reading meeting to explain how we teach phonics and reading in our school. So the first will be on the 9th of September at 11 o'clock and the second will be on the 16th of September at 11 o'clock. You will be notified which meeting you are invited to at a later date. So becoming school ready. If you could encourage your child to become used to new environments and interact with new people, it helps them settle really quickly. Toileting is a big thing. If your child is prone to the odd accident, then it can be helpful if you keep a spare pair of pants or socks in their book bag so that we can change them easily. Name recognition. So if they can recognise their name, it really helps us in the first couple of weeks, so that enables them to find their coat peg easily, find their tray easily, and also self-register easily. If you can encourage them at home to dress and undress independently, that really helps us, especially when it's in the warm weather and they're wanting to take jumpers off and put them back on again. Writing or mark making at home, if you can encourage your child to help with writing shopping lists or postcards or stories, or just make marks with pencils or chalk or crayon, it all helps when they come and start school. Try to encourage the children to use a 3-finger tripod grip to practice their writing. A lot of this will be explained in our reading meeting as well at a later date, but mark making at home really helps with transition, a smooth transition. Using scissors, really important. Encourage your children to cut strips of paper, zigzags, spirals, but just so that they're holding them and using scissors correctly. Sharing poems, stories and rhymes is always very helpful, so if you encourage your child to listen to story language and join in with repeated phrases. Maths at home, counting various objects, so the number of stairs when they're off to bed, or recognising numbers, counting songs and rhymes, and using physical objects to support their understanding. All of these help with a really smooth transition into reception class. In your packs that you have been sent, you've got Pacey's top tips, and this provides you with a little bit of guidance to help ensure that your child has a really smooth transition into reception class. So, if the guidance allows, after half term in September, when we feel that your children have had plenty of time to settle, we welcome any extra help if you are able to spare any time. We're particularly grateful to anyone who can come and listen to readers, help with cooking, or even just to stick work into books. We have numerous sticking activities to do. If you are able to help out at all, then we usually have a sign-up sheet on our door for you to pop your name up, or you come and speak to one of the Ocelot team, and we would love to have you in and welcome you into our class. So if you wish to speak to a member of the Ocelot team, then you could either pop a little comment into the reading diary for us to have a look at, or speak to us in the morning briefly, or we've usually got more time. If you want to speak to us for a longer period, we've got more time after school, and you can make an appointment with the office and they can speak to us. But also, I was going to say, please always do inform the office or inform us as a class if someone else is picking up your child that you have not noted down on your collection sheet, or who is able to collect your child. We usually have lots of letters, lots of notes by our door that you can fill out, and letters, and so you can inform us who is going to collect your child. So you will have received letters providing starting times for your children. So these are mentioned on the PowerPoint for your reference. And for the first week, Group A will be having lunch on Fridays, and this will either be a hot lunch or a packed lunch. And then Group B will be having lunch on the following Friday. And it just helps us to aid their learning in the environment, which is our big hall. Sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming, so a smaller group to enable them to stay for lunch really helps with that transition too. So again, in your transition packs that you have received, there is an information form that it would be really good if you could fill out. It's this one. This is for me, and it really helps me find out more about your child. I will be talking to nursery schools and finding out from your children's key workers, but also it'll be really helpful if I could hear from you as well about your child, and it really does help me pop them into groups, understand more a little bit about the child, know what they like, what they don't like, and hopefully I can have some activities that really help them and encourage them into the classroom door. Could you please also encourage your child to fill out the All About Me form as well? So again, if they could draw a picture of themselves or of their family, that would be really lovely to share with me, and we can keep that in their learning journeys. And if we could have those forms back into school, please, by the week beginning of the 12th of July, that would really help me. Thank you. So, you also have a holiday task to do. And your holiday task is, if you could share the story of Harry and the Dinosaurs Go to School, you can click on the link. But if you talk to your child about the story, can they remember the dinosaur names? And also if you could encourage them to have a little think, what would they like to take into school? So Harry often takes his dinosaurs to school. What is their favourite thing that they would like to bring in? And I wonder if you could encourage your child to collect some of their favourite things and place them in a bucket or a bag and bring these into school in September on their first day. And then we'll give the children the opportunity to talk about their favourite things with the rest of the class during their first week. So, thank you very much for listening to our presentation. We're really looking forward to seeing your children and for them starting in September, and we hope that they have a lovely time in Ocelot class. Thank you.